Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about the for loop. A for loop allows us to repeatedly execute a block of code and helping us avoid writing long and repetitive code. It keeps running as long as a certain condition is met, and once the condition is no longer satisfied, the loop stops and the program continues with the next instructions. Okay, so how to write a for loop? To write a for loop, we start with the for keyword and followed by the parentheses. Inside the parentheses, there are three sections, each separated by a semicolon. Okay, and the first section is initialization. This is where we declare and initialize a variable, usually used as a loop counter. For example, we can declare a variable I that exists only within this loop. Okay? And the second section is condition, just like an if statement. The condition determines whether the loop continues or stops. If the condition is true, the loop keeps running. If it is false, the loop exits. Okay, the next section is update. This defines what happens after each iteration of the loop, such as incrementing or modifying the loop variable. Okay, and after the parentheses, we use curly braces to define the loop scope. The block of code that will be repeated. What happens if we omit the curly braces? Think about it. Now let's look at a simple example. In this example, we declare an initialized variable I equals 0. And the loop condition checks if variable I is less than 10. Then the loop executes. And after each iteration, the variable I incremented by 1. This means the loop runs 10 times, printing the value of I each time. Let's check the output. Okay, let's turn back to these three sections. Technically, you could leave all three sections blank, but that's not common. At the very least, the condition is almost always included. Otherwise, the loop never stops if there is no break. Okay? If you declare a variable inside the for loop's initialization, it only exists within the loop. Remember when we talked about local and global variables? If you need to access variable I outside the loop, you should declare it before the loop instead. You can initialize its value either immediately or inside the loop's initialization, whichever works best for you. Okay, in this video, we introduced the for loop, how it works, and what it's used for. In the next video, I will cover all the types of loops. See you then.